Evening everyone, I hope you're well, and I've come on this evening, Marty the Mad Magpie, to say what I think on the current transfer situation at Newcastle with players possibly going out, and it doesn't look like there's too many coming in at this moment in time, does it? It seems to have gone cold in terms of players coming in, and also a lot of people have been asking, why aren't the owners talking to the fans? Why are they not interacting with the fans? But I'll get into that as I go on. But before I go into all that, guys, welcome to my channel, and if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're more than welcome. Press the subscribe button, and any new videos you will get instant access to. They will flash basically up on your page as soon as they are there. And if you like this video and any others on my channel, please give us a like if you want to. It's great, it's up to you. It'll be great for the channel. Okay, sorry I got my words mixed up a little bit there. I do apologise for that. So, the transfer saga is still rumbling on. Apparently that Bayern Munich have upped their bid to 15 million euros for Kieran Trippier, although Newcastle United have come out and said that they do not want Trippier to go. He's not going. There's been no more on Callum Wilson leaving the club, even though Craig Hope put it out there yesterday that AC Milan were interested. Turns out that Atletico Madrid are also interested, but Newcastle aren't going to let Wilson go anywhere until the summer. And another one which is rumbling on, Miguel Almiron is apparently on his way to Saudi Arabia. And all these transfer rumours are hanging about. I mean, Calvin Phillips has been mentioned again. I don't think that deal will happen. And there's been more talk about other players coming in, but I'm not going to mention their names because I don't even know who they are. I know who they are, obviously, but I've never heard of them, so I'm not going to put them names out there for speculation. But Calvin Phillips has been mentioned about coming in. Somebody mentioned today that they seen Tom Kearney in Newcastle, the Fulham starlet, which has turned out to be absolute nonsense. The guy isn't going to come up north, and Fulham are not going to let him go without a big transfer fee. And Newcastle United, until they sell some players, they aren't going to let anybody go. They're not going to bring anybody in, should I say, until they let somebody go. And the main problem is with this is that a lot of the fans are getting annoyed. And they're getting annoyed at the owners because the owners aren't speaking about this financial fair play rules and stuff like that. Darren Eales was on a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how Newcastle need to sell before they can buy because they're near the threshold for these last 3 years. They need to be getting rid of players to make some money up, and you know, I agree with him on that score. But he's already went into all that, so there's no reason for the owners. But yet again, the fans are saying that Jamie Rubin, Amanda Staveley, Meredad Goosey should be talking. They should be, reassuring the fans about what's going on. But from what I can see, guys, it doesn't need to be done like that. Do you know what I mean? These guys are the owners of the football club. They don't have to interact with us if they don't want to. They choose to, but you know, they're probably a bit more preoccupied with the January transfer window. They're probably trying and keep players at the club, and they keep saying, don't they, it's coming out of the club from Newcastle United, and that is exactly the way it is. They all are the owners of the football club, so they're saying about Kieran Trippier and Callum Wilson. That's contact from what I can see, that the club are saying it. It doesn't have to be individual people. Do you know what I mean? Let's say Buckingham Palace. You never hear, it's always, if someone goes on in the royal family, it's always, Buckingham Palace have said this, Buckingham Palace have said that. The king never says anything. They never say, King Charles said this. No, it comes as Buckingham Palace. That's the way it is in America as well. They never say, President Biden said something. It's always the White House said this, the White House confirmed this, or whatever. So Newcastle United, is that the way, it's that organisation. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, that is our organisation. So the owners are basically saying, these players on for sale, Trippier, Wilson. I'm not too sure about Almiron because that one seems to be gathering quite a lot of speed. But what I mean is the fact that owners don't have to interact. I mean, let's face it. How many times did Mike Ashley interact with Newcastle United fans? Hardly ever. The only time I can ever remember him talking to the press was when, on the last day against West Ham in 2015, when we had to win to stay up. That was the last time he spoke to the press as Newcastle owner, in all the time he was there and before he left. So the owners don't need to speak to the fans because it's not their place. And for these fans wanting reassurance, well, the reassurance and the reality is that if we are sailing close to the wind in terms of buying players in and getting players on loan and stuff like that, then we maybe have to get them on loan because we can't buy them in because we haven't got any spare money. And people think because we've got all this money, we can just go out and spend it, right? Wrong, we can't. We've got to abide by these rules, and for all they do stink. But that's the way it is. We've got to deal with it as a club, as fans. We just need to deal with it. We don't want to lose the likes of Trippier. We don't want to lose Almiron. We don't want to lose Bruno or Isaac in the summer. We don't want to lose these players. But at the end of the day, I mean, if we can get, say, for Miguel Almiron, say we can get 30 million quid for Miguel Almiron. We paid 21 million for him. We can get 30 for him off this Saudi club. That's going to ease the pressure a wee bit. And in the summer, if we can get rid of Kieran Trippier, for all as much as I love Kieran Trippier, he's an absolutely top player. But the man's 32. And if we get somebody else in the summer, and Tino Livramento starts to come on as a player, he's going to stop losing his place in the team, isn't he? And, and don't deny it, guys. There has been some of you out there who have criticised Kieran Trippier recently. And now yous are all squealing because we're thinking about selling him. Kieran Trippier is 32. He's been a good servant. But if the club decide to sell him, we can't do nothing about it. The same way as Alexander Isak in the summer, if we get some serious money for him, which I don't think we will sell him because he's a valuable commodity for the football club. So is Bruno Guimaraes. But hey, if that clause in his contract gets triggered, as I said the other day in one of my videos, there's not a lot we can do about it. I mean, Bruno, sure, can rip up that contract and he can sign another one. But there might be another clause put in that one. We don't know. And at the end of the day, if he does that, he gets a new deal. Whoever triggers his contract, they're going to get the legal eagles involved and they're going to say, come on, we agreed that, we activated that clause, we want something done about it. So, cut a long story short, guys, we're powerless to players leaving the football club. We're not going to get rid of them in January because it's been mentioned that they may leave. We're not going to get rid of them unless extreme circumstances. The club has said that they won't leave. So we've just got to take the club's word for it. But in terms of the owners coming out and saying this, that and the other, yada, 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 talking to the fans, why should they? They don't have to. They are the owners of the football club and they're doing a great job in my opinion. So at the end of the day, they shouldn't have to come out and explain themselves for the way things are going. Darren Eales has already explained that. So as far as I'm concerned, just the mourning people out there, the whiners, just shut up and let them get on with the job. And just let the club do what it has to do. Because at the end of the day, if we get it wrong at the end of the season, they'll know they've got it wrong. But at the end of the day, let's just see how it pans out. And let's just support our team. Because I ask you one question, guys. Would you rather have Mike Ashley still in charge? I'll wait for you on that one. Get in touch, guys. What you think? Would you rather have him still in charge? I imagine a lot of you would say no. But I agree with the owners. I believe in them. And I believe in Eddie Howe. So let's just support this club this Saturday and in the games ahead. And let's just enjoy the rest of the season. I know it's been a bit of a long stretch, this one. With it in terms of results and games, points gained and all that sort of thing. But, We should remain united. We are part of Newcastle United. Let's remain united as fans and get off the owners' backs. Just let them do their job, guys, okay? I'm going to wrap it up there anyway. Thank you for watching me. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome. It's completely free. And if you like this video, give us a like. It's much appreciated, please. And if you want to leave a comment on this video or any others on my channel, you're more than welcome. And I'll get back to you all as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. All the best to you. Cheers. Thank you.